Hi everyone, I'm Joe. When I look at the five core principles, faith in the presence of God can be the most challenging one. To believe that there is a God who is always there looking at you is difficult, especially when you encounter challenges in life and things that go according to plan or something bad happens and you question like, why? What happened? What am I doing wrong? And I questioned this and I questioned the presence of God, especially when I was around 17. I had a really excellent spiritual director, and when I was 17 I was already struggling with my faith, and he was the person who used to help me and give me advice and like snap me out of it and put me back on the road. And one Sunday I woke up and my dad came into my room and he had tears in his eyes, and I was like, what's wrong, Pops? And he was like, your spiritual director died in a traffic accident. And it was a shock. And I remember, like, I didn't react, I just gazed into the air, and then in the evening I went to Mass and I just cried and cried and cried. And it was one of the last Masses I went for a very long time. And there was another priest at the time who was really helping me to regain my faith and try to make sense out of it. But he also died. He had complications, medical complications, and he also died. And when like my second spiritual director died, I was like, well, clearly God is sending me a message. He doesn't want me on his flock. He doesn't want to do anything with me. And I remember I walked home, went up to my room, took any religious things I had in my room, put them in a box and gave them to my mom. And I was like, Mom, please don't ask me to do any effort with God. Please don't ask me to go to Mass. Please don't ask me to pray. And I actually did that. I didn't pray, I didn't go to Mass. My mom used to love saying the rosary in the evening, and I used to just stand up and walk because I didn't want to do anything with it. It's like our relationship got broken. And there were points along the way where I felt that I was still questioning stuff, I was still doubting. My heart was still like thirsty to have something spiritual, to have this relationship. And then I went to the World Youth Day, and I remember packing to go to the World Youth Day, and I'm like, I haven't been to Mass in ages, what am I doing? I'm going on a Catholic pilgrimage, am I even insane? And I was like, well, I paid the money, probably the food is going to be good, so let's just give it a try. And I went, and it was genuinely an amazing experience to see all these Catholics, all these young people all together, coming from all over the globe, celebrating together, believing. And we were at this small concert, and the music was really good, and then all of a sudden they were like, we have to stop the music because we're going to do an adoration. And my reaction was like, oh my God, the music was so good, seriously we have to pray? And till this very day, there has never been a better moment of prayer than that moment. I was on my knees, I didn't know what to pray, I was hesitating, but I felt a warm embrace. I felt like this person hugging me and telling me that it's okay, that God doesn't hate me for being away, but He wants me to be with Him. And that is where I understood that the time where I thought I was away, the time that I thought I was doubting, the time that I was taking everything away from me, it was the time where God was pulling me at the strongest, and having the ability to share my faith in a community, having the ability to still be loved and feeling loved, even when we're doubting and questioning. It's something that fills my heart with joy. And from that experience I realized that doubting and questioning is not a bad thing. Even Pope Francis says it, that a person who doesn't question is a person who will not progress in knowledge or faith. So embrace that questioning, embrace that doubt, enjoy that process, and see where your soul draws you to find God, whether that's in prayer, it's in journaling, it's in a community. Just be comfortable and try to build your relationship. And I think this experience helped me to stop looking at God as this king who's ready to zap a lightning if I do a sin. This king who's ready to punish me whenever I lose my way. But actually he's that father, he's that mother, he's that friend who will be like, no, come on, you can do it. Just a few more steps and you can do it. And if you see God in that light, you'll feel so much comfortable in breaking down in front of Him and sharing your joy and sharing your doubts and sharing your worries and sharing everything. And when you look at the big saints, like Saint Teresa of Lisieux, Saint Teresa of Calcutta, they also have doubted, they also have had difficult times in their faith journeys, but they kept on pushing and they kept on looking. And this is what everyone should do. Even when you doubt, when you question, you just push through and keep trying to find that God's love. Because once you get a taste of that love, you will see that His love is very sweet and His love is just grand.